Hi, my name's Mark, and today I've just taken delivery of a 30 kilowatt Nestore. And this video is going to be about my journey then having this Nestore installed and seeing how it works for us. Okay, the next step has happened. We've got the Nestore inside. Okay, so the installer's arrived, and today we're actually going to try and get the Nestore placed and actually get it installed. The next clips that we're going to see are perhaps not the best bit. I understand from Nestore now that they have some more instructions on how to actually put the cylinder on top of the base unit. So perhaps what we're doing is not terribly representative. But I must say this was perhaps one of the more challenging parts. You have to appreciate the actual tank cylinder. Weighs 114 kilos, so it's pretty heavy. So yeah, it was a bit of a struggle. An Nestore engineer has arrived and has started setting it up. What are you doing now?
Two filters.
Two
First
filters.
one, yes, two filters for against the calc.
Okay.
The first one observes the most.
Mm-hmm.
The second one should not increase 3%.
Prior to this, a local installation engineer had connected the Nestore to the hot and cold water system. He also ran a new power cable directly from the consumer unit. Additionally, we connected a Cat6 cable directly to my router and also added a splitter to the P1 port on the electricity meter. To be quite honest, this part of the installation is very simple, and anyone with enough plumbing and electrical experience should be able to do it. So the Nestores are charging up. So like the first lot of energy is going in to warm up the water. You can see this thing here. That's actually indicating then that it's heating, and I can see on my app it's drawing about 3.4 kilowatts. It's just really a waiting game now. We've got to go through the rest of the setup a bit later. Decide all the settings. I'm planning to just let it charge when the dynamic energy prices are at their lowest. I think that's most probably the best setup for me. We got solar panels, but normally energy is cheaper when the solar panels is working, and in the winter of course they won't work, or at least not very well. So I'm just choosing for the option charge when the dynamic tariffs then are the lowest. We've had the Nestore now for a few weeks, and so far it's performed brilliantly. Few tiny little niggles, few little software bugs, but generally for a product that's essentially still under development, it's absolutely great. Really, I would recommend it to anybody. So thanks to the guys at Newton Energy. I really hope you get a lot of these on the market, and I'd say anybody that's interested in having a great solution for their hot water, find out all you can from them, because I really think this is the future. Okay, cheers guys. Oh, by the way, if you want a longer version of this last bit of the video with a bit more information, carry on listening. This was take 2. Okay, bye-bye. So the Nestore's completely up and running now. In fact, it's been running for several weeks. And so far, it's been great. It's delivered hot water every single day. It's been charging up at the cheapest periods. Of course, there's been some very minor things that didn't quite work as I expected. But for something that's new on the market, and essentially is still under development, it's actually performed really well. If I look, I mean, you can't really tell at this stage whether it's really saving us money. I need to have it for a lot longer yet to be able to see that, but I suspect it is, mainly because it's now May 2025, and we've had a period with a lot of sun and negative energy prices. So, this has been charging up, the Nestore has been charging up on negative energy prices some days. So rather than actually costing us money, it's actually got us money back. Now in the winter that won't be like that. So we need to have really a year's use to really be able to compare how well it's doing in terms of efficiency. But yeah, I'm very happy. It means that we can now have our gas disconnected, so that also saves us money. So we got the heat pump for the central heating, Nestore for the hot water, and to my mind, this really is the perfect system. I mean, the Nestore is way better than having one of those huge tanks connected up to a heat pump, and also bearing in mind that those big water containers connected to a heat pump, they lose an enormous amount of heat. And the Nestore just stays cool. I mean, inside it's almost 100 degrees. I mean, down here it's most probably about 70. And the lower you go, the cooler it gets. Down right at the bottom at the moment, yeah, it's maybe only 20 degrees unless we're drawing water. But it's just cool to the touch. Actually, here at the very bottom is where perhaps you get the most heat leakage, and there you can feel it is a bit warm. And right at the very top, where it's always the hottest, it's just a slightly bit warm to the touch, hardly warm. I mean, it doesn't heat this room up. The only time this room gets warm is when the heat pump is running, and that generates heat in here. But for the rest, just stays cool. So there you have it. I would thoroughly recommend Nestore. So far so good. I most probably do another video. Most probably be 6 months' time once we've been having it a long time. But if anybody's got any queries, want to ask anything, feel free to send me a message. Always welcome to answer queries. So yeah, I'm certainly very happy. Totally recommend it. So thanks guys at Newton Energy. Great job.